Something serious is about to happen, and if you've opened this, it means Archangel Michael guided you here for a reason. God says a private investigator was caught, someone who has been secretly watching you, tracking your name, and following every silent step you've taken. But listen carefully, don't blink now. There's something you were never meant to see, yet heaven is revealing it to you tonight. You might have noticed strange coincidences lately, messages that arrive at odd hours, calls that ring once and then vanish, people turning quiet when you enter the room. These weren't random moments, they were signs. Someone was assigned to observe your life, to study your energy, to understand why blessings keep following you even after everything you've survived. But here's what they didn't expect: God has been watching them too. Archangel Michael intercepted their plans, and what was meant to harm you is now being reversed. Every false report written against your name, every whispered word that tried to twist your truth, it's all collapsing. Heaven has placed a divine lock around your destiny. Whoever tried to investigate your peace will now face the mirror of their own intentions. And as I say this, your spirit can already feel the shift. Your chest feels lighter, your pulse feels stronger, your energy begins to glow again. Because this is the moment where exposure becomes elevation. The reason you couldn't scroll past this is because your spirit recognized the sound of divine urgency. Something was hidden behind the scenes, names, conversations, even photos connected to you, but all of it is being dismantled by the hand of God right now. The investigator who thought they were in control has confessed in their own silence. Heaven knows exactly who they reported to. Archangel Michael has already spoken your name before the throne, declaring you untouchable. And in the next 48 hours, a shift will occur that will confirm everything you're hearing right now. The same people who once kept secrets will start revealing themselves without knowing why. A door that was locked against you will suddenly open. A message that was delayed will finally reach you. This isn't coincidence. This is justice arriving with divine timing. Stay where you are. Don't skip. Something is unfolding as you listen. God is clearing the records, removing false witnesses, and restoring your spiritual protection. Archangel Michael stands beside you now, sword drawn, sealing your name in light. You are being freed from every hidden eye that tried to study your destiny. Now take a breath. Feel that pressure lifting? That's your spirit being released from observation. The investigation ends tonight. Your peace returns. Your blessings accelerate. And the next chapter of your story begins, written by the hands of heaven itself. Stay until the end. Because this message didn't find you by accident. You were not supposed to hear this part, but Archangel Michael says the one who hired that private investigator has just been exposed. They thought you wouldn't find out. They thought heaven wasn't watching. But God just revealed their name in the spiritual realm. Someone close, someone who once smiled in your face, has been secretly trying to control the narrative of your life. They paid for information, they wanted to know your next move, your next blessing, your next breakthrough. But listen closely, what they sent out to uncover you has now become their mirror. The light is turning, and everything done in darkness is being dragged into sight. Archangel Michael says the investigator confessed, there were photos, recordings, even messages that were meant to be hidden forever. But the moment your name was spoken with wrong intention, the atmosphere shifted. Every secret file they collected began to lose power. And tonight, heaven is erasing every false document, deleting every record that doesn't belong to your destiny. What they meant to use against you will now testify for you. God says, I am rewriting the report. Feel that? That's not fear, that's the divine exposure unfolding in real time. As you listen, someone is realizing they've lost control. Their silence right now is not peace, it's panic. Because they know what they did in private is no longer private. The same voice that once said your name with envy is now whispering it with regret. Archangel Michael stands guard at your doorway tonight. His sword is glowing, his presence is heavy, and he declares that your timeline has been sealed. No more spiritual surveillance, no more hidden eyes, no more shadows trying to predict your path. Heaven just placed a barrier around your energy so thick that even your reflection carries divine protection. Listen, within the next 72 hours, something unusual will happen. You'll notice a sudden distance from someone you thought you needed. Don't chase it. That separation is protection. Their exit is your confirmation. And when that moment happens, remember this message. It will feel strange, almost unreal, but it's not coincidence. It's closure disguised as silence. Archangel Michael says, the watcher has become the witnessed. What they studied about you, they will now experience. Every move they tracked will echo back to them. You, on the other hand, are being promoted in secret. God is preparing a moment that will silence every rumor and reverse every false observation. Stay right here. Don't move yet. There's still something unfolding for you. A divine report is being sealed with your name on it. It reads, cleared, protected, elevated. And by the time this message ends, the energy around you shifts, heavier peace, sharper clarity, stronger presence. They watched to break you. But heaven watched to crown you. And now, the verdict is final, what they started ends here. Stay till the end. Because this isn't the end, it's the moment heaven takes over your story. Archangel Michael says, now it's time you know the truth. The one who tried to manipulate your destiny has finally been unmasked. It wasn't a stranger. It wasn't a random name. It was someone who once said they cared for you. Someone who smiled when you entered the room, but whispered when you turned away. Their jealousy was quiet, but their energy was loud, and heaven heard it. They wanted your light dimmed, your confidence shaken, your blessings delayed. But they forgot one thing: what's written by God cannot be edited by man. Archangel Michael says their plan began with curiosity, but ended with exposure. They wanted to control the flow of your favor, to understand why everything that should have broken you made you stronger. They thought if they could study your peace, they could steal it. But heaven flipped the script. Every conversation they had in secret is now echoing in their own spirit. The very words they used against you are haunting them in silence. And you, yes, you listening right now, you're not here by accident. The reason you were guided here tonight is because heaven wanted to tell you it's over. Every invisible thread tied to your name is being cut. Every spiritual mirror pointed at you is cracking. The same person who tried to block your path is now standing in their own delay. Archangel Michael has reversed the energy. Where they once monitored your growth, they will now witness your rise. God says, let them watch, but they cannot touch. Because this season is not about exposure, it's about elevation. The truth doesn't destroy you, it proves you. Every false version of your story is dissolving, and your authentic light is breaking through stronger than ever. The same voices that doubted you will have to mention your name again, but this time, in awe. Right now, something is shifting in your atmosphere. You can feel it. The pressure on your chest loosens. The heaviness around you fades. That's not just emotion, it's release. Heaven is untangling your name from every lie, every rumor, every shadow. Archangel Michael is standing behind you with wings of fire, declaring, the chosen has been cleared. And within the next few days, you'll see something undeniable. A message, a sudden revelation, a moment that proves everything said here was divine truth. It won't need explanation. It will just happen. The light will expose what was hidden, and your peace will return tenfold. Stay until the end. Don't move yet. This isn't the ending, it's the awakening. God is showing the world that your silence was not weakness, it was strategy. That your patience was power. That your name, no matter how many tried to stain it, is still written in golden ink. Archangel Michael says, you were never being watched, you were being guarded. And now that the truth is revealed, your next chapter begins, untouchable, unstoppable, undeniable. Archangel Michael says, now that the truth has been revealed, God Himself has a message for you. Listen closely, don't blink, don't scroll, because this is not coincidence. Heaven waited for this exact moment to speak directly into your timeline. God says, the storm that exposed them was never sent to break you, it was sent to prepare you. Every delay, every silence, every sleepless night, they were not signs of abandonment, they were signs of alignment. The watcher has been silenced. The manipulator has been removed. Now comes the divine announcement. God says, I am about to turn your private battles into public breakthroughs. The tears you cried when no one was watching have become the ink of your next testimony. The same place where you were misunderstood will become the stage where you are celebrated. Heaven is not sending you a sign, it's sending you evidence. As you hear this, you can feel something shifting in your chest. That's your spirit confirming this message. Archangel Michael stands behind you now, not in defense, but in declaration. He says, the waiting season is ending. Doors that were locked will open without knocking. People who forgot you will suddenly remember your name. What was lost will return, but doubled. And this time, no hidden eye will be able to touch what's coming. God says, I have kept a record of every moment you stayed silent instead of fighting back. I saw when you wanted to explain yourself but chose peace. I saw when you held your tongue and trusted me. And because of that, I am sending restoration that speaks louder than your words ever could. This next chapter is different. You won't have to defend your name, your blessings will do it for you. You won't have to chase approval, favor will follow you. You won't have to beg for understanding, light will reveal it. Archangel Michael has placed a seal of victory over your head that no one can remove. Listen carefully, within the next 7 days, you'll feel it begin. A sudden call, an unexpected message, a small shift that confirms heaven's timeline has activated. It won't look dramatic, it will look divine. And when it happens, you'll know, God didn't forget me. He was preparing me. Stay still. Don't scroll yet. Something sacred is taking place around you right now. The old cycle has ended. The watchers have fallen silent. And in their place, a new sound rises, your destiny being spoken aloud in heaven's voice. God says, tell them I'm proud. They survived what was meant to destroy them. Archangel Michael says, the investigation is over. The revelation has begun. And as this message ends, your new chapter begins, pure, protected, unstoppable, written by light. Archangel Michael says, the miracle you've been waiting for has already started moving toward you. You may not see it yet, but heaven has shifted something in your timeline. God says, it's already on the way. The delay wasn't denial, it was divine preparation. What's coming next will not just surprise you, it will silence every doubt that ever whispered against your name. Listen carefully, this miracle will arrive disguised as something ordinary. A message, a call, a meeting that seems random. But the energy around it will feel different. It will feel calm, sure, powerful. That's how you'll know it's heaven's hand. God says, I am sending what they said you would never have. The job that rejected you will send an apology. The door that closed on you will reopen with your name printed on it. The person who doubted your worth will be the one to confirm it. Archangel Michael stands beside this miracle like a guard of gold. Nothing can intercept it now. The same people who tried to delay your destiny are about to witness your reward. Heaven has written it clearly, restoration approved. That's why lately you've felt pressure building. It's not chaos, it's contraction. Every great miracle is born from tension. Every blessing arrives through release. God says, what I'm sending next is not small, it's strategic. It will align everything at once, your finances, your peace, your relationships, your direction. You've passed the test. You didn't fight back. You didn't chase validation. You trusted. And that trust became your key. Heaven opened a vault because of it. Archangel Michael has placed your name inside a scroll of fulfilled promises, and that scroll has already been unsealed. You'll start noticing signs. Clocks repeating numbers. Songs that seem to speak directly to you. Random moments where peace covers you for no reason. Don't ignore them, they're confirmations. God says, this is how I remind you that I am near. Your miracle will not require chasing. It will meet you exactly where you are. Stay right here, don't move. Something is aligning right now as these words are spoken. You're not just hearing them, your spirit is syncing with them. The vibration of your life is rising to match the frequency of your answered prayer. Archangel Michael says, the struggle was never a punishment. It was training. And now, the reward enters. Everything you lost will return, not as it was, but reborn in strength. The same voice that once said you were forgotten will soon say, look how far they've come. So stay until the end. Don't scroll. Don't rush. Because while you listen, your miracle is crossing dimensions to reach you. God says, tell them it's already done. And when it arrives, it won't need proof. You'll just know, it was meant for you all along. Archangel Michael says, the miracle has entered your world, and now, Heaven wants you to understand why it had to happen this way. God says, every delay, every silence, every no, was never rejection. It was direction. What looked like loss was protection in disguise. The reason things didn't happen earlier is because the wrong people were still watching. The moment heaven silenced the watchers, the path cleared. Now, your miracle stands in front of you, not as a coincidence, but as a confirmation. You'll notice it. A sudden call, an open door, a conversation that shifts everything. It will feel calm, not loud. Peaceful, not rushed. That's how you'll know, it's divine. Archangel Michael says, heaven waited until you stopped chasing, so your blessing could find you standing still. Look around your life right now. The atmosphere feels different. The energy is lighter. The resistance you used to feel every time you tried to move forward, it's gone. That's not luck. That's clearance. God has signed off the phase of struggle. You have entered the phase of manifestation. The same places that rejected you will now call you back. The same people who ignored you will try to reach out. But this time, you won't need validation, because heaven already crowned you in silence. Your success will speak before you ever have to explain. Archangel Michael says, you were hidden because you were being built. The reason it took time is because your foundation needed strength. If your miracle came earlier, it would have been fragile. Now, it's permanent. What's built by heaven cannot collapse. Listen closely, this is not the end of your story, it's the moment it begins to shine. You'll soon witness events that make no logical sense, opportunities that connect perfectly, faces that reappear at the right time, money that arrives when you almost gave up. These are not random. They are divine arrangements written long before you even prayed. And when it happens, you'll understand everything. Why you lost what you lost. Why certain people disappeared. Why the silence lasted longer than you thought you could bear. It all led to this. God says, the miracle is not what's arriving, it's what's awakening inside you right now. Stay right here. Don't scroll. Feel that stillness? That's your confirmation. Heaven is aligning every detail in your favor. Archangel Michael is standing guard at the threshold of your new life. The watchers are gone. The mirrors are broken. Only light remains. God says, this is the season where everything finally makes sense. And as this message ends, your new beginning rises, calm, unstoppable, blessed beyond reason.